$100 an hour. If you've heard it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. Anyone can charge it, they say. $16,000 a month is easy, they say. Nobody checks the math. So I did. $100 an hour, full-time, is $208,000 a year. And the people repeating the claim almost never say that part. Here is the math nobody does. $100 an hour. Multiply by 40 hours a week. Then multiply by 52 weeks. That is $208,000 a year. $208,000. That is not a side hustle number. That is a top-of-the-ladder salary. And the person telling you it is easy almost never says the annual figure, because the annual figure is the part that would make you stop scrolling. Now let's put $208,000 in context. The median full-time worker in America brings home $1,251 a week. That is the exact middle of the country. Annualize it, and you get $65,052 a year. About $31 an hour. That is where the typical worker sits. Not the top, the middle. Half the country earns less than that, and the internet would like you to believe that half is failing because they are not charging $100 an hour. And now the bottom of the ladder. The federal minimum wage has been $7.25 an hour since 2009. 17 years. A full-time minimum wage worker earns $15,080 a year. Not $16,000 a month. $15,080 a year. The chart is a flat line because the law never moved. In that same 17 years, the internet decided that $100 an hour was the new normal. The gap between what the law guarantees and what the internet promises is not a salary gap. It is a fantasy gap. Here is the claim that started this whole thing. $16,000 a month is easy. Let's annualize it. 16,000 times 12 is $192,000 a year. Now compare that to the floor. A full-time minimum wage worker earns $15,080 a year. The easy $16,000 a month is more than 12 times what that worker earns in an entire year, paid in a single month. Nobody checks this, because the moment you multiply it out, easy money becomes top-of-the-ladder money. Here is the part that really never gets checked. How many hours does it take to make $16,000 in 1 month at minimum wage? 16,000 divided by 725 is 2,207 hours. In 1 month. A month has 730 hours. You would need to work every hour of 3 months, with no sleep, no breaks, nothing. The claim does not skip the math. The claim breaks the math. And the rumor that got everyone angry. Disney princesses make $100 an hour. Run the check. A character performer at Disneyland earns $24.15 an hour at base. At Disney World, the union rate is around $21 to $23 an hour. The $100 princess is off by a factor of 4. That number was not a salary. It was a thumbnail designed to make your current job feel like a mistake. So let's draw the real curve of American income. At the 10th percentile, $28,000 a year. The median, about $61,000. The 90th percentile, $150,000. And the 95th, around $210,000. $100 an hour, full-time, lands at $208,000. That is the 95th percentile. The top 5% of American workers. The internet is selling the top 5% as the baseline. That is not math. That is marketing. Here is the number the side hustle people never bill. $208,000 assumes you bill 40 hours a week, every week, forever. Real freelancers bill maybe 20 to 25 hours a week. The rest disappears into emails, proposals, invoicing, and work nobody pays for. At 20 billable hours a week, $100 an hour becomes $104,000 a year. That is half the number the internet promised, and you still pay your own health insurance, your own retirement, and your own slow months. The $100 an hour claim is a 40-hour-a-week fantasy, sold to people who will actually work 60 and get paid for 20. And now the part nobody puts on the thumbnail. Taxes. On $208,000, self-employment tax alone is 15.3%, about $31,800 before income tax even starts. Federal income tax on that income lands near $43,000. Together, the government takes roughly $75,000. What is left is about $133,000 a year. Divide that out, and the easy $100 an hour is $64 an hour after the unavoidable stuff. A salary job would already have half of that handled. A $100 an hour freelancer pays both halves. The claim sells you the gross. Your bank account only ever sees the net. Now follow the money. Who actually earns the $100 an hour? Not the person posting the claim. The person selling the course. A course that teaches you to charge $100 an hour sells for $497. Sell 1,000 of them, and that is $497,000 in revenue. And none of it requires doing the actual work. The math on the claim was never about your income. It was about their funnel. The product is not the skill. The product is the belief that you are failing because you are not charging $100 an hour. As long as you keep believing it, the claim keeps selling and nobody ever checks the math. So what does real freelance actually pay? The Bureau of Labor Statistics says the median self-employed worker in America earns about $47,000 a year. The big freelance platforms report median rates for designers, writers, and developers between $25 and $50 an hour, not $100. A top-tier specialist with a decade of proof might reach $90 an hour. But the person buying the course is not the top-tier specialist. The $100 an hour rate is not the median. It is the ceiling. And the claim keeps selling the ceiling to the median and calling it easy money. One last idea. Anyone can charge $100 an hour. Anyone can also ask $1 million for a used car. The number you put on paper is not the number you get paid. Your rate is set by what another person will actually pay, and that is set by the value you can prove. The median worker proves about $31 of value an hour. The internet is not a pricing engine. It is an attention engine. It is pricing your ambition, not your labor. A rate without a buyer is not a salary. It is a sticker. So the next time a post tells you to charge $100 an hour, run the check. Annualize it. Compare it to the median. And ask one question. Who is actually paying it? Which brings us to the tell. The claim never shows up as an annual number. $100 an hour is a hook. $208,000 a year is a responsibility. $16,000 a month is a passive income fantasy. $192,000 a year is a career you would have to earn. The hourly version sells. The annual version makes you ask questions. So they only ever say the hourly version. Multiply by 2,080 before you believe it, and the illusion crumbles every time. That is not an oversight. That is the design. So here is the one check that ends the whole game. Annualize every income claim before you believe it. Take the hourly rate and multiply by 2,080. Then compare the result to the median worker's $65,000 and to the minimum wage worker's $15,080. If the annual number looks like the top 5%, it is not easy money. It is a pitch. And a pitch, once checked, stops being a promise. Timestamps for every section are in the description. Subscribe for daily AI finance analysis. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial advice. Past performance does not guarantee future results.